Hi everybody, after all the playing the centre and then improvising chicken dinners in this solo on Vikendi, we're going to play the edge again. This was my last dinner of the night, and as you can see I'm dropping sort of to the west hand side where the little yellow marker is, you might just be able to see it. And I've been playing all evening, several games, but I hadn't got on very well. Well, I'd say that I'd got lots of kills, which is good, you know. And playing the centre, you just get more kills, even if you don't get a chicken dinner. You get more kills because you're running into people, which is great, which is giving you practice. But you're also less likely to get into the kind of top 10 because you're getting in lots of gunfights. So I thought, let's play the edge last game and let's see what happens, and I get the chicken dinner. However, I jumped the edge and there's loads of people here. This is a great example of getting your gun caught on the on the walls. See, I keep trying to fire and I keep catching my gun, which isn't too good. And then I run out of ammo in my... I think that's the Bison, it is, yeah. So then I have to switch over to a trusty M16, stick it on burst. I've only got 30 bullets to take this guy out, so I'm managing to potato aim him so much. He runs into the chicken coop and then runs out the other side, tries to throw a Molotov at me. I try and shoot him in the knees. Tries to throw another Molotov at me. Managed to avoid that one, and then finally get my aim together and knock him out. So I get quite well kitted up, and then start running in. Get caught in the blue, and then this guy decides to ambush me as well as we're running in from the blue. However, he makes the critical mistake of attacking somebody when you're not safe. And I have got lots and lots of meds. So basically I know I can out-med this guy. We both try and throw Molotovs at each other. My one goes a little bit short, so I kind of think, well, I probably haven't damaged him very much. Somebody else is shooting behind me. So I know he needs to run past me to get safe. I know I've got lots of first aids, so we're going to play it very, very safe here. And then tag him a couple of times that time. I'm running, what am I running? I'm running an M16 with a silencer, and my other gun is an ump, a trusty ump, which is always good. Again, swapping to the ump in between long shots just in case he decides to rush. And I'm just going to keep an eye on him and then see if he peeks, and then just keep healing up and wait for him to run out. Obviously, because if I decided to run, he could shoot me in the back. The other option would be to smoke. So to lay down some smokes and run, but then obviously I would be risking him just simply running after me, so we really need to get rid of this problem as soon as we can. Just using bandages, waiting. I can see him peeking now, and he's hard peeking, which means he's looking out and not popping back, which makes it easy, well, relatively easy for me to kind of pre-aim and then just pop out and see, so I can kind of pre-aim roughly where I think he is and then dunk, blat him in the head. Let's take first aid, and now we're into the last 10 minutes. Now, this circle isn't a particularly good one for me. Well, it doesn't turn out to be, as you'll see. So I'm playing the edge. So in case you haven't seen many of my videos, my chicken dinner videos, when I'm playing, well, most of the time, solos, duos, or squads, I'm always playing the edge of the circle near the end of the games, and I would recommend you do this because if you push into the middle, what happens is people see you pushing into the middle from the sides, and most people are playing the edge, so we're hanging around. But what you do have to do is that if you see an advantageous position, you can move to it. And it's all about, especially on Vikendi where the blue moves so slow, biding your time, being patient, imagining or predicting where the next circle's going to go. So this circle has gone northeast of my position. So what I do is I drop a marker down and I think, right, I know there's a guy in that house ahead of me. Which is going to be my best and safest way to get me to the next circle? I've got just over a minute to get there. And I can hear gunfire to my right, so the natural thing is to go down to the left and follow the blue around, going from cover to cover, keeping an eye on my right, just in case that guy does the same thing. Now, because of the way that human nature is, people tend to look towards gunfire and they tend to gravitate towards gunfire. So that's the first thing. So if there's gunfire, people will start looking in that direction. So that can get you out of a sticky situation. Also, people tend to run straight into the circle. Now, the clever players will also be rotating around looking for people. So now what I'm doing is, as I'm running in, I'm thinking, right, could there be anybody in front of me? Because that's a nice little position to wait in. And then what cover am I going to use when I get there? Now, you may well have spotted already the fact that I've run down the hill and now I'm on a relatively flat piece of terrain. But the circle is to my right up the hill, which sometimes it isn't a great idea, but what it does mean is that I can be fairly confident that there's nobody behind me. As long as I check out this rock in front of me, if there's nobody there, which there isn't, I can now peel in. Now I'm taking fire from up the hill, so I'll just take another one of my meds. Always good to have lots of meds. Now, as soon as you take fire, this is why it's so important to wear headphones. You can judge where that fire came from and get behind cover, and then we're just using third person just perspective. There I can see the guy behind the rock, so what I can do is I can get him a couple of times if I can. Damage him quite a lot. He must have good armour because I don't kill him, but that gives me a chance to move and get safe because the blue's coming in. Now somebody's firing at me, but I'm going to be pretty safe behind there. And there you can see the guy behind that rock in front of me. He's in a difficult situation though where he is, because people coming down the hill will be able to see him. He can't come round to my side of the rock because I'll just shoot him. Again, just firing, moving back behind. I've got the silencer. Not quite sure why he decides to back up the hill quite so much. So he's now out the way. Now what I'm wary of now is what I'm thinking about is staying on the edge. I can hear all the gunfire up the hill, but there could be someone in that direction there. There could be someone sort of northeast. So I'm just going to be looking around, and now I'm thinking, right, where's the next circle going to go, and what cover am I going to use to get into the next circle? As you can see, I've got a silencer on my M16. I've only got 80 rounds left in the M16 though, which I know is a lot, but with the M16 you tend to pepper people. Right, next circle has appeared, and as you can see, I've kind of got to go up the hill a little bit. Now I can hear all that gunfire to my right up the hill, sort of up in that direction. So the safest way probably is to rotate and go to my left and try and get into the circle that way. But you can see anybody who's on that hill is looking down on me. They have the advantage. So I've got to be very careful. I've got to move fast and get behind cover where I can. And what I'll be looking for is, as I'm running towards the new circle, I'm going to be looking for that cover that I can then take advantage behind and then be listening out. So there's 6 people left now, including myself. Again, just having a good look round, using that third person perspective to see around the rock where are people. Right, let's get boosted up. Is it about 30 seconds left, is it now? So I've got the automatic healing. Anybody around? Can't see anybody, so I think there's nobody to my left. So that's the way I think I'm going to go. Right, so I took fire from my right then. Great. Damaging my armour more, thank you very much. I can't see them. I know I've got to go, so it's going to be a case of just running in a minute. Can I see them? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Can't see them. Here comes the blue. Right, let's run like mad. Let's go hard left to loop around. Let's get behind this rock. Let's keep moving. Now what I'm doing here is I'm scanning from cover to cover. Now there's some smoke that's going on down the hill, something's going on down there, and then I'm going to cut right to come back into the circle to get behind hopefully a rock or something like that. I'm very nervous that people are going to be to my left. I know that guy up the hill has just fired at me, so he knows where I am, but I'm going to tuck in behind this rock. Now I'm pretty exposed here, and I'm nervous because again there was smoke in that direction, whether someone smoked to give themselves a chance to heal to come up the hill. So I'm just keeping an eye in this direction back towards there. Just checking to see if anybody wants to come out of the circle. 4 people left, including myself, so it's me versus 3. So now you can really get an idea by listening where the other players are. Who should I be looking for? So 3 people left, so this is even better now. So it's me and 2 other guys. Now I've got to go straight up this hill, but as you can see there's lots of cover, there's lots of trees and lots of rocks to move to sort of hopscotch from, to leapfrog from one to the other. In this case of just looking, not committing myself, and just seeing if I can see that movement, see people crawling along the ground. Somebody's just lobbing grenades around. Remember that people take cover just like myself behind rocks and by trees, so always look to the edges of cover. Where are they? So we've got about 25 seconds left before I've got to start making my move. One energy drink left, so let's get that down our necks. And then I've got to think about slowly moving up. Remember, we're on Vikendi, so the blue moves in slow, so there's no need to rush. And I'm waiting for somebody else to move. I'm also really hoping that the other two are going to see each other and start shooting at each other. So I know there's someone up to my left because that's where the grenades are coming from, and I'm pretty sure there's someone up to my right because that's where I got shot from. So again, we're slowly moving, cover to cover, not rushing, waiting for the blue to catch up with me. Almost safe. Ooh, right, grenade comes in, falls very short though, so there's a guy somewhere up ahead, either to the left or the right, who knows where I am. I think it's from the right, so I rotate left. Not safe yet. Not safe. Right, so that guy fires at me. So he's behind that rock that you can't see, that's behind the tree now. I throw a smoke at him, funnily enough, just to see if I can get him to be distracted. But I know where he is. I know he's there, but I'm very nervous that the other guy is going to do what he should have done, which would be take advantage. Now this guy pops out, like showing himself terribly here, and he starts taking fire from the other guy. So I'm just on the edge of this rock, hoping that the other guy doesn't third party me. Get some more bullets into him. Rotate round to the right, because I know he's got to come this way. Oh, he's on fire now. The other guy finishes him off, and from his gunfire I know where he is. So now I loop round below him. Unfortunately though, he does see me because he's there, and he must just see me because he hides behind this tree. So now it's one-on-one. The final circle's going to disappear in approximately 30 seconds. This is my last game of the night. I've got no boost left, but I'm thinking, right, I've got the amp, it's on fully auto. I'm very determined to finish this guy off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. If I had any throwables, I would throw them, but I haven't got anything. So I'm just going to wait for the blue to come in. I'm going to run to the blue, jink one way, normally the way to do it. People tend to come round to the right. So what you can do is if you go round to your left, their right, and force them to come out the other way, they're kind of having to aim the wrong way. So I go this way, and then I cut back this way. He has to come out the other way. And I shoot him in the ghoulies for a chicken dinner. And there we go. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you found something useful. If you've got any questions, comments, put them in the boxes down below. And I will see you again soon.